The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel is a unique take on personal finance and wealth building. Unlike traditional finance books that focus on numbers, data, and investment strategies, Housel delves into the psychology behind money, how emotions, biases, and behaviors shape financial decisions. The book consists of 19 short chapters, each discussing a different perspective on money, wealth, greed, and happiness. Housel emphasizes that financial success is not about intelligence or expertise, but about behavior. Your mindset, habits, and emotional control determine your financial well-being more than market trends or investment choices. In this detailed summary, we will explore the key themes of the book and how they apply to real-life financial decision-making. One of the core ideas of the book is that financial success is not necessarily linked to intelligence or education. Many brilliant people struggle with money, while others with average intelligence accumulate wealth simply because they have good financial habits. Smart people make irrational financial decisions due to emotions like greed, fear, and overconfidence. The ability to control emotions, avoid impulsive decisions, and practice patience matters more than technical knowledge. For example, a janitor named Ronald Reed quietly accumulated an $8 million fortune by consistently saving and investing, while many high-earning professionals go broke due to bad spending habits. Compounding is often called the eighth wonder of the world, and Housel emphasizes that wealth grows exponentially over time. Warren Buffett became one of the richest people on earth, not just because he is a great investor, but because he started investing at a very young age and continued for over 70 years. Small, consistent investments made over decades will outperform aggressive short-term trading. Many people fail to benefit from compounding because they lack patience and chase short-term gains. The key takeaway: start investing early, be patient, and let time do the heavy lifting. Housel highlights that luck and risk play a significant role in financial outcomes. Bill Gates became one of the richest men in the world partly because he had access to a high school computer at a time when it was rare. This was luck. On the other hand, there were thousands of equally talented people who failed because of bad luck, circumstances beyond their control, or unexpected risks. Instead of blindly copying successful people, focus on behaviors that are repeatable, like saving more, spending less, and avoiding debt. One of the most profound lessons in the book is that the real value of money is freedom. The ability to control your time and choices. Many people chase high salaries, but their stressful jobs make them miserable. True wealth is when you can decide how to spend your time without financial constraints. For instance, a millionaire who has no free time and a stressful job is less rich than a person with modest savings but complete freedom over their schedule. The key takeaway here is that money should be a tool to gain independence, not just a measure of wealth. Many people believe that earning more money will solve their financial problems. However, as income rises, spending also increases. This is called lifestyle inflation. People upgrade their homes, cars, and lifestyles as their earnings grow, but this keeps them financially dependent. Wealth is not about how much you earn, it's about how much you save. For example, a person earning $500,000 a year, but spending it all is poorer than someone earning $50,000 but saving 30% of their income. The key takeaway is to avoid unnecessary upgrades and focus on increasing your savings rate. Housel argues that while many people obsess over stock market returns and investment strategies, the act of saving itself is more important. You don't need to be a financial expert, you just need to save consistently. Even if your investments don't generate the highest returns, a high savings rate gives you a financial cushion. For example, someone who saves 50% of their income and invests moderately will build wealth faster than someone chasing high returns, but saving only 5%. The key takeaway here is that saving is the foundation of wealth. Investment strategies matter, but they come second. One of the biggest financial traps is never feeling satisfied with what you have. People keep chasing bigger salaries, better cars, and more expensive lifestyles, but this often leads to stress and financial instability. Learning to recognize enough helps you make better financial decisions and enjoy life more. For instance, many wealthy people take excessive risks like insider trading because they aren't satisfied with their already vast fortunes. The key takeaway is to understand when you have enough to avoid unnecessary risks and stress. Housel emphasizes that avoiding big financial mistakes is more important than making spectacular gains. Many people go broke not because they don't earn enough, but because they take on too much risk. Having a financial cushion, such as an emergency fund, can protect you from unexpected problems. For example, consider two investors with the same wealth, one with all their money in high-risk stocks and the other with diversified savings. The first one could lose everything in a market crash, while the second remains stable. The key takeaway is to always have a safety margin in your finances. Financial advice is often about being completely rational, but in reality, people are emotional beings. Instead of following the optimal investment strategy, follow one that is sustainable for you. If you are uncomfortable with volatility, it's okay to invest more conservatively rather than chasing risky returns. For example, a mathematically perfect investment strategy might involve high-risk stocks, but if you panic during downturns and sell at a loss, it's not the right strategy for you. The key takeaway is that the best financial plan is one that you can stick with for the long term.